There are few things more insulting to a true American than when someone calls a politician a leader. They are not leaders. They are simply guides or managers that do that which we the people give them permission to do. That is to follow our Constitution. We the people are the leaders of the country, and we hire and pay executives to run it like a business to do only three things: provide security, 2, provide infrastructure, and 3, make laws that are fair, truthful, sustainable, and have no self-serving agenda. All businesses run like a benevolent dictatorship that follow the principles of capitalism. A business thrives when it solves a problem that is costing their customer money. The better they accomplish that, the more successful they are. In the case of a government, their job is to use our tax dollars to reduce future expenses. And the old adage applies: a stitch in time saves 9. Honest politicians are not supposed to use our tax dollars to buy someone else's vote. Leaders exist in the military and in business and are actually dictators. All dictatorships work very well if the leader is altruistic, honest, and doing what is best for the majority. Good dictators are like parents, using tough love, with the family's best interests the only thing that matters. The situation gets messy when we the people are the dictators in a democracy where the majority rules. That is why we have a constitutional republic, where we have a Congress we selected that is supposed to do what we would do in the same situation. After all, they passed the interview process we called an election. It is incredible that any politician is ever elected to help manage the biggest business in the world with no business experience. Considering the balancing act a politician must follow, it is surprising it works as well as it does. These politicians are people who love to be loved. And like good parents, they can't be friends with their kids by spoiling them. They must be respected. And it is very difficult to be both respected and loved if one must choose. It is most important to be respected. These kids will eventually be parents and must rule with tough love because we are now suffering the consequences of offspring that does not contribute but only takes from our society. Our founders realized this. Their brilliance was in their understanding that human nature is both very cruel and selfish. But to have a society survive, it must have rules that are fair, truthful, sustainable, and have integrity. Our politicians should not be embarrassed if everything they ever did was on the front page of the newspaper. That is integrity of which we should all strive to acquire. The bottom line is this: our country was built by geniuses that any idiot can run. But to have it work, the real leaders of the country, we the people, must know why it works and our responsibility to select good business managers. This country won wars that protected our core values. Our leaders, we the people, must set the example of how to live those core values. If everyone followed your example, would the world be a better place? God bless America. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.